Hi, my name is Mike Schulte. I'm a data scientist for the consulting company Blue Granite, and I'll be your instructor this semester for IS 607, Data Acquisition and Management. Let's take a look at what this course is going to be like.
IS 607, Data Acquisition and Management, is one of the first semester courses in the CUNY School of Professional Studies Master's Program in Data Analytics. This semester we're going to focus on several topics related to the acquisition and management of data. First and foremost, we're going to study the R programming language. We're going to use R for most of our data extraction and manipulation tasks. We're going to focus on the fundamentals of the extract, transform, load procedure. We often have to extract data from one source, transform it in various ways, and then load it into a new environment. So we'll be spending quite a bit of time talking about that. Alongside R, we will also use the SQL programming language, but we're going to focus on the parts of it that are most useful for data science work. We won't be talking a whole lot about database architecture or transactions or database security. We might mention some of these topics, but we're focused on what you need to know in order to be a data scientist. Our relational environment will be PostgreSQL, although out in the real world, of course, you have many choices like MySQL, SQL Server, Oracle, and so on. But in this course, we're going to focus on PostgreSQL as our relational environment. We'll also be taking a look at MongoDB for document storage, Neo4j for graph databases, and Hadoop for big data. And finally, we're going to spend some time each week talking about data science in context. We're going to talk about things like what it means to provide a data product. What does it mean to work with data ethically? What does it mean to be responsible with data? What are some of the privacy issues? We're going to talk about a lot of the context behind what we do as data scientists. Your responsibilities this semester will include a number of things. First and foremost, we want you to be actively engaged with the course. Talk to each other through the discussion forums, communicate with your instructors, be as active as you can. The more active you are, the more you'll get out of the course. Each week you'll have quizzes to complete based on the reading assignments. You'll also have weekly assignments. The difference between quizzes and assignments will be one of depth. The assignments will be a little bit more in-depth than the quizzes. The quizzes will focus on the very basic concepts and skills. The assignments will ask you to take that just a little bit further. You'll also have several programming projects throughout the semester. There will be 5 of those plus a final project. And in those, you'll be asked to take a lot of what you've learned and apply it to a much larger scenario. In some cases, we will provide you the scenario. In other cases, you'll be free to choose one of your own. And then finally, you'll be expected to participate in some collaborative discussion tasks. And that's where we're going to focus on the data science context. Now, among all these different things, the programming projects account for the bulk of your grade. So we really want to make sure you focus on those. And I can't stress enough that it's better to turn in what you have than to not turn anything in because you don't have it perfect. So again, make sure you put those programming projects front and center in your attention span and start early and ask lots of questions. Each week we'll have meetups. These are sessions that you're expected to attend, and for our section, these meetups will occur on Thursdays from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. every other week, roughly, with a break for Thanksgiving week. And so you can see the 8 dates that we'll be meeting listed here below. We will not have a meetup the week of Thanksgiving. The December 18 meetup will be a chance for you to present your final projects. In addition to the meetups, I'll hold office hours every week on Tuesday from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. For both the meetups and for the office hours, we'll use GoToMeeting, and links will be provided within the course. But unlike the meetups, the office hours are optional. That's a chance for you to log in at your convenience during that time and ask questions. I'll be online, but you're not required to be there. No office hours will be held the week of Thanksgiving. That's a break week. Unless somebody actually makes an appointment. If this office hour time doesn't work for you, do feel free to reach out and make an appointment. So what should you do to get started? Well, watch this video is the first thing, so you've accomplished that. The next step would be to log into the course and read the full syllabus. Make sure you understand the details of how this course will work. Once you have a good feel for how the course will work, your next task will be to set up your environment, in particular to install R, to install RStudio, to install PostgreSQL, and to set up your GitHub environment. And we have some resources available to you to help you do that. Once you have your environment set up, you can do your week 1 reading assignment, which is the first few chapters of the R book, and then we have a style guide for programming in R. And then once you've done the reading, you can complete assignment 1. Assignment 1 is very basic. It's meant to make sure that you've set up your environment correctly. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to us early. And finally, make sure you introduce yourself on the discussion board. This is important so that your other students can start getting to know you, and so that we, the instructors, can start getting to know you as well. We want to learn a little bit about you and see what your background is, so that we can work with you throughout your entire time in the program. So that's it. Go ahead and get started with the course.